Hey guys, today I bring you one of my album cover inspired looks. I haven't done one of these in almost a year. It's been a while. I think my last one was my Christina Aguilera back last fall. So today I decided to do Parachutes album. Now if you haven't seen these videos before, what I do is I will see an album, usually by an artist I like, coming out, and I'll see that I love the colors on the cover and decide to do a look based on it. So Parachutes album, what's it called? Overnight came out yesterday, and I really loved these sunset-y colors mixed with some dark plummy tones that were going on the cover, and decided to create a sunset eye. It's very natural, very easy, and I am using all drugstore products to create it. So if you'd like to see how to do it, please stay tuned. Okay, so as a base today I'm using the Maybelline Color Tattoo and Fierce and Tangy. I love using this with any bright color really because it brings out, it's just a matte orange juice color. But especially with the sunset-y colors, it really works. One thing I will caution you, mine is really quite old, so it's kind of dried out and I have to build it up. If you just get one for this look, then use a little bit because it's a very pigmented color tattoo. Mine just happens to be a little dried out, so just so you know. Okay, and now I'm going to start in with my eyeshadows. The first three I'm taking are all by Sass Cosmetics, which I hauled back in February. The first one I'm using is this yellow color that you will see peeking over the liner once the look's finished. And I really wanted this to just be a little pop in the center of my eye. So I'm using Firestarter. It's this yellow. I can't really show you that well, but what I'm doing with that is taking my brush and I'm just kind of holding it right against there and tapping it right above my lashes. You want it to cover up like half your lid, like I'm talking horizontally half your lid, and then and you will blend it out with some orange to transition to your other colors. So it's really going to be a nice pop to your eyes without being obnoxiously yellow, because yellow can be a little hard to work with. The next color I'm taking is called Zinnia, and if you can tell, it's just a matte corally color. And I didn't want to use a bright orange for this look because I thought pink and yellow would be enough. This is just kind of to set the rest of your base and create a transition to your pink. So I just took that and blended it through my crease. With all of these, I first mentioned with the Firestarter, you want to build them. Start a little, go a lot, go more if you're using these mineral eyeshadows. What I did was blended that through my crease, and then I went ahead and put it on the outer bit of my eye as well as the inner bit, just to make that yellow really pop right in the center by covering it up a little more on the outer bit. Okay, and then I just took my clean blending brush and blended that out. This look actually is not too much blending, but obviously a little is always necessary, especially when you're trying to create a gradient. The last Kiss My Sass color I'm taking is this bubblegum pink called Sassy, and it's actually a little lighter than the pink they use, but I'm kind of use this through my crease and then add a little more of a matte pink to the outer corner. So what I'm doing is just taking that same blending brush and buff it through my crease. It's pretty much going to cover that Zinnia color with just a little between the yellow and the pink still showing, and just going to blend it up, kind of heading towards your brow bone. Not quite there, but it's kind of light, so it's not going to be too obnoxious. And once again, blend that out. Okay, and as far as my brighter pink, it's actually not that much brighter, but it's a little bit, and I'm actually using a blush just because I don't have any drugstore eyeshadows that are this color. This is Wet n Wild blush in Heather Silk, and I'm just taking that. It's very pigmented, so it will give you a nice color payoff. Taking that with my same blending brush, tapping that on the outer bit just to matten it up and add a little more pink. And I was going to leave it at that, but I decided that there wasn't enough definition to the look. So I took a little bit of L'Oreal Infallible in Smoldering Plum. It's just a dark plum with pink shimmer, very similar to MAC's Beauty Marked. Same brush, just patted that through my outer bit. This does take some building if you're using a brush. If you're using your finger, don't take much because it's very dark. Just patted down the outer corner and then kind of blended it through my crease to create kind of a cut crease look, but not too harsh. And then just because I, again, thought it was a little harsh, blended that out. And you'll see that just adds some very nice definition. Okay, and then for my eyeliner, for the waterline, just like with that Smoldering Plum, I didn't want a black. It looked more like a dark purple the way the lighting was. So I'm taking a really amazing liner that I recently discovered. This is the Prestige Total Intensity Eyeliner in Powerful Purple. It's a blackened purple, very dark and very creamy. So I just took that through my waterline, tight line area to intensify this look because it is very light to this point. And then to blend that out, I didn't want to take that Smoldering Plum because that's quite dark, so I just took an angled brush and the Heather Silk again and really worked that in to blend it out. It kind of appears more purple when you put it over that liner. And once you put mascara on, it won't look incredibly pink, but if you are wary of pinks down there, obviously adapt this maybe with a brown or something. Okay, and then next up I believe was my liquid liner, because I wasn't going to, but then I thought it really would help tie this look in together. This is the L'Oreal Carbon Black Lineur Intense, and I just did a pretty thin line and a wing to kind of, again, tie that look together. And the last step is definitely optional, but I really like the way it shimmers and kind of brings some light to your eyes. I took a glitter, but this is a pressed glitter, so you can really use it pretty easily. No glitter glue necessary. This is a Revlon Diamond Less eyeshadow in Starry Pink. I've used this in a few tutorials before. Same angle brush, and I just put that right above where Heather Silk was, because they do have some light on their picture, and I just thought it would really capture that and create a little shimmer, so I just rub that in there, and when you put your mascara on, which I'm about to do, it will really create a nice effect with that just shimmering through. And then I went in a very black mascara. This is L'Oreal's Waterproof Voluminous Carbon Black, top and bottom, kind of drawing it outwards to elongate the eyes even more and go with the shape you already created. And that is all for the eyes. Okay, for cheeks, you could obviously take the Heather Silk if you're trying to minimize products. I personally wanted to do just something a little more soft, because that is quite intense. And so I took one of my favorite blushes, e.l.f. Tickled Pink. It's from their studio line, $3, so obviously it's not too much, but again, you could just take Heather Silk, put that on my cheeks. And lips, again, wanted to keep them pretty simple. Because the eyes were very warm, I decided to stick to more purple tones on my lips. So I took my Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Darling, just put that on, and that is the finished look. Okay, so that is my finished look inspired by Parachute's cover for Overnight. Let me know if you've checked out the album, what you think. I haven't yet, obviously, because I'm pre-filming this, but it was out yesterday, as I said. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I really love the band Parachute as well as this look. So, you know, that's cool. I hope you guys like this. If you did, be sure to like it below to let me know. Also, subscribe to see more from me. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.